Eric Swalwell with this ageist crap. I hate it. I work with women of all ages.
So there she goes. We'll play the whole clip, but I just want to set it up by saying that Eric Swalwell, who's running for president, he's a California congressman, he said the following during the debate last night. He said, I was 6 years old when a presidential candidate came to a California Democratic convention and said it's time to pass the torch to a new generation of Americans. That candidate was then Senator Joe Biden. Joe Biden was right when he said it was time to pass the torch to a new generation of Americans 32 years ago. He is still right today. If we are going to solve the issues of automation, pass the torch. If we are going to solve the issues of climate chaos, pass the torch. If we are going to solve the issue of student loan debt, pass the torch, pass the torch, pass the torch. And so Meghan McCain did not take too kindly to that. Here are her full statements on The View.
Eric Swalwell with this ageist crap. I hate it. I work with women of all ages. I want experience and people who know how Washington works and who have served and had a life and experiences they can bring to the White House, whomever that is. I thought Pete Buttigieg looked real young last night and real green. And Eric Swalwell, take a seat. As you said, you're an asterisk on the end, okay?
You're an asterisk and you're a joy. Like, you know, like, okay, she did call a 76-year-old woman.
It's what her definition of ageism is, right? Like, it's who is friends with my dad that I need to respect versus somebody else that I'm not gonna treat well. But she's an example of somebody who could, like, cancel culture could cancel because she's had so much repeated offenses.
Keep it real, he was being ageist.
He was definitely being ageist. I do want to say that
a broken clock is right twice a day, Meghan. You just are wild too.
She is right to say, I agree. I agree 100%. It is an ageist argument, but it is utter. I agree with both of you. You guys go on. I'm just saying. But it's wildly inconsistent. It's one of those things where, like, I wish it wasn't twice a day. I wish it just always kept time. It is one of those things where it's with Meghan McCain being on The View consistently, it is just her ability to only put things in reference to her own experience. She cannot solve the problem of empathy unless it is exactly something she has personally experienced. She took something like torturing of children and she equated that to
piggyback rides.
Piggyback rides.
Her lack of piggyback rides.
And I get it. I get it. And there's a way to do it. She was basically like, she don't call it concentration camps and don't call it torture, what they're doing to these kids, because I went to the Hanoi Hilton, so those two things can't remotely be comparable.
Oh my God.
And it's like, okay, I get that those two things aren't the same location at the same time doing the exact same thing, but we're all people here. Can we just factor it in? But back to your thing about cancel culture. For this, it's like, you want to cancel Meghan McCain, but it's not like that horrible. It's just trash, and that's the fine line. It's just people really don't like it, but they also like the way in which they don't like it. They don't actually want it to go away.
Yeah. They hate watch her. They hate watch her.
Yeah.
He was ageist. Period.
Let's talk
full
about that.
stop. Separate from that, I don't have a problem with somebody shining a light on, the two oldest people on the stage having been the two people have the most power in our government on the stage for decades. And none of the stuff we've been asking for happened. So I'm not mad at that. I think that's a valid point. He was just also adding ageism in that. He could have made that point without that. But you old, which was like essentially what it felt like he kept saying.
That's true, but he could also talk about the fact that we are recycling politicians who are not transforming anything. So their experience is doing what? It's maintaining certain conditions and status quo for us.
Right, and that's one of those things. There are certain moments that can happen on stage that benefit other candidates than the one who made it happen. So Swalwell did say pass the torch, and I don't think Swalwell is gonna come out like awesome on this, and I think he was able to make it trend. There are a lot of people who are like, yes, pass the torch to my younger version of the candidate you like, and it's never really Eric Swalwell. It's like, I think on the debate stage yesterday, someone should have asked Biden if he's okay. And I think it should have been someone like Swalwell. I think it should have been someone after he said, is my time up? I think if someone stepped in and was like, buddy, do you need a minute? Like, are you feeling okay? Right. I think that would have similarly changed the way everyone perceives definitely the jerk who pointed it out, but also Biden, and further, accentuated what other people ended up getting, which is just Biden's a little slow. But I don't know. Did the moment play well? Do you watch the debate?
The moment played very well online, unfortunately. She's right, it was ageist.
I don't think it played well for Swalwell. I played like one of those rehearsed, like, okay, I'm gonna get up there and say
it. It felt like he truly just does not like these people. You know what I mean? It felt like actual angst. Like it felt like he does not like these two people.
It's also like a sense of entitlement. Like pass the torch. No. Pick up the mantle, bud. Like that's it. What do you? Okay. Try not to sound entitled. Like that's an entitled thing. It's like I'm standing here. Can I please have the torch?
That's a really good.
Like rich, good-looking white dude from California. Like, pick up the mantle.
Right, that's a good point. You have not been there as long as them, but you've been there. Why don't any of us know remotely who you are?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I actually really depended on the image you just showed right now because I had to think about, right, I was like, the old one, the young one, the one who somebody called the sunburnt Keebler elf? No,
young
not that one.
Young what?
Because as Marianne Williamson said, girlfriend, she said, that you can be young and have old ideas.
Thanks for watching this free clip of the Young Turks. Don't forget to become a TYT member today. For more exclusive content, join now at tyt.com/join.